Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you guys one of the favorite parts of my day, and that is my morning. I'm sharing with you my morning routine today. I absolutely love mornings. I've always really been a morning person, but the last couple of years, my mornings have kind of changed into what they have to offer for me. I think the more that I started doing more intentional things with my morning and taking more control of my day before it even starts, the more I started falling in love with the process of what that could look like if you wanted to, set yourself up to have an incredible day. So I absolutely love my mornings. I have had a lot of the practices that I do now for many years, and some of them are more recent, but you evolve with life. So sometimes what you do in the morning will evolve with you. But I want to share with you one of the favorite parts of my day. That way you can maybe get some inspiration somewhere and maybe incorporate a thing or two into your routine if you feel like you want to revamp your mornings, if you want to try becoming a little bit more of a morning person. I hope that maybe one of these things can help you with that. So I typically wake up around 6 a.m. Sometimes during the summer it's closer to 5. And I just get ready really quickly to head downstairs to meditate. Meditation is the first thing that I do in the morning, and I typically do some form of mantra meditation. This is typically where I get the mantras from. I love Deepak Chopra, he's wonderful, but in here he has 52 mantras for you to try a different mantra every week. It's another way for your senses to sink into the present moment, right? Some people may use candles or essential oils to grasp their sense of smell. I do that as well sometimes. Sometimes I have a candle going on or an essential oil, but with the mantra, you're saying something in the moment. So you are listening to what you are saying, and I love it. I found that it has really helped me. So I typically get the mantras from here. When I first started meditating, I tried a couple of different apps, and there was a couple of different things that worked for me. I think everyone's practice is gonna look so different, but I typically do a mantra meditation. Sometimes I have meditation music on, and I typically meditate for 20 minutes. And I typically meditate for about 20 minutes in the day. And I use a mantra. Sometimes I hold on to them for like a month. I think aligning yourself with the mantra is super important as well. But it's just the baby steps. It's just starting and allowing yourself to have this space with yourself is so life-changing. I think so many of us don't even know how to sit within ourselves. And when we do that, that's where like real change happens and growth. It's like sometimes we don't even know who we truly are because we're following all the different things that we feel like we're supposed to be doing, or we hide it behind anxiety or fear or so many other things and so many other habits that we have. But I think meditating allows you to really discover who you truly are. And then I head back to the couch to finish the remaining part of my morning routine. I take this time to journal, and one of the journals that I've been using for years is the 5-Minute Journal by Intelligent Change. It is a gratitude journal, and I think that if you don't have some kind of journaling practice or gratitude practice in your life right now, and you want to start with something small, this is a wonderful way to do it. It truly is such a great tool to use. It only takes 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. It has listed out some of the things that you're grateful for, a place for positive affirmations, and what you want the day to do for you. So like what would make today great, so that you can look for more positive in your day. So by looking for the great, we're already going to be looking for things that we could be grateful for that made the day even sweeter. So the 5-minute journal is a wonderful tool if you don't know where to start and you want to try incorporating either a gratitude practice or a journaling practice. I typically utilize this time as well to go over my habit tracker. I typically fill one out about once a month. And I think they're a great way for you to just have a little place where you can come back to every day. Micro habits that really add up to be the big change that we always seek to have. But it always starts with the micro things that we can do and just staying committed to yourself, because change does take time. So after my journaling, I typically read for 5 to 10 minutes every morning. I love reading nonfiction in the morning. I love doing self-help books that pique my interest on various subjects like health and nutrition, meditation, anything business. There's so many different things. So currently I'm reading Louise Hay. I started it and I absolutely love it. I think reading in the morning, just taking a little bit more time to just ingest something that's really going to help you and set you up to have a wonderful day. I love to read. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I typically read something in the morning and then something at night, and it tends to be a different book. And I have an Audible going typically as well, but just giving yourself that little bit of time to do something that makes you feel more happy and aligned. I love to read, so reading to me is something that's important for me to keep in my routine. So I try to make time for it every day. So just adding a little bit of time to read something that you love, that's going to put you in a great mood or headspace, even if it's fiction or whatever it may be. I think taking a little bit of time to read is a wonderful thing to do in the morning. Ingest something that's really going to nurture your mind and soul. I think that's a wonderful thing. So after that, I typically get ready for a workout. I love doing some kind of movement in the morning. Working out, just doing some kind of movement in the morning. And that looks a little bit different depending on the day. Most days I do some kind of Pilates or yoga workout. I also like to spend a lot of time walking. I love walks. I love going outside and getting some sun. Sometimes that's just what it is for me. I might not get, a workout in, a Pilates workout or yoga workout in, but I will do some kind of movement. I think that in today's day and age, it's so easy for us to be at our desks or sitting in our car commuting and not really moving our body the way that we used to so many hundreds of years ago, or even just 100 years ago when we had more active and labor-intensive jobs. So to me, doing some kind of movement in the morning is a wonderful way to set me up to feel really awesome, full of energy. Another thing that just makes me feel truly limitless and strong. So I love getting a workout in the morning. I did a Pilates workout this morning with a little bit of yoga, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. I've been doing Melissa Wood Health for a little bit over a year now. Her workouts are very easy to follow. You can do them from anywhere, low intensity as well. So she's one of my favorites. And then after I am dressed and showered, I typically make the bed at this point in time. This is also something that I do every single day. I just love it. For me, having a very clean and tidy environment is just super vital for my productivity and how I am. So just having that extra thing that you get to do, making the bed is just another little thing micro thing that you have done already. So as many wins that you can start the day with, you just gain so much positive momentum to push you forward into the rest of the day. So after I'm done making the bed, I will head downstairs and make some breakfast. And this changes a lot depending on the season, what I'm craving, is the sun outside or not. There's so many different things. So, and sometimes you go through phases, but I do love having some kind of food in the morning. Some days I'm a little bit more hungrier than other days. It just depends on the day. I love having fruit in the morning though. That is one of my favorite easy things to do. Having some fruit with maybe a green juice or a smoothie. If I feel like having something a little bit more hearty, I love oatmeal. There's so many ways you can make oatmeal or chia pudding. Sometimes I bake stuff during the week because I do have quite a bit of a sweet tooth, so I may bake some kind of bread or muffin, something that is super breakfast friendly, and have that with a bunch of fruit as well. So maybe a banana muffin with a bunch of blueberries and blackberries. So it just really depends. This particular morning, I just had some fruit. I think, giving your body what it needs, giving it something nourishing so that it has the energy to get through the rest of the day. The first couple of minutes while I'm eating my breakfast, I really like to take the time to enjoy my breakfast and say a little prayer of gratitude for it as well, and just really taste and enjoy the process of eating. Today, with the hustle and bustle of life, it could be so hard for us to even have the time to sit down and have a meal, let alone really be with the meal and truly enjoy it. A lot of the times we can be eating on the go, or just not really being on our phones, or just not really being with ourselves and our food. And I think that being more intentional and being here and present with your food can be such an incredible experience. It's something that has helped me in a lot of different ways as well, with just my eating habits and my patterns. So I really make sure to enjoy this time with my food and savor it and just thank it for all that it's doing for me, the way that it nourishes my body. And food makes us feel good, it's such an intimate connection. So I try to connect with my food at that level at every meal if possible. Once I've enjoyed my food a little bit, I start planning out my day, and I typically use my productivity planner for this. I love this tool. It's also by Intelligent Change. I typically use a Google Calendar, but I like having something on paper as well, something that as the day goes by, I can check it off as I go, check to see how my progress is going. So the productivity planner is something that I also use every day to just make me accountable to my tasks. It follows the Pomodoro technique, which I think is a great little tool that you can also utilize for being more productive. But the productivity planner is super easy to use, and I love just having something to go off of. That way, when I'm ready to start my work day, I'm just ready to go and I already know what tasks to focus on. I think starting your morning with something that grounds you and just really aligns you to have an incredible day, for you to be in charge of your day and flow with the day, you're going to be that much more productive. But this is how I typically spend my mornings. I hope this inspires you to just be a little bit more intentional with your morning, and knowing that you have the capability to have an incredible day. And it starts with these micro things, these small moments that we spend with ourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Thank you so much for coming and watching my morning routine. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if you guys are going to be trying any of these things out for yourself. I look forward to reading your comments, and please like and subscribe. This was super fun for me to film. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.